Hi, welcome to New Construction. Well, the county now admits, which they had to know, that what they're doing is raising our taxes. Now, I know some things are unavoidable, but more roads, more housing, more buildings of any kind raises our taxes. And then some of these companies get a minimum of a decade tax break. You know, Feds, IRS, what have you, they're going to get their money. If it's not going to come from the company that's there, it's going to come from the residents. So yay, you're paying them minimum wage, taking $10 out of their tip when they're not making $3 in tips a week. You know, yeah, oh, you're doing so good. Just so they know they're doing it. They admit they're doing it, and you have to continue doing it because saying no to construction doesn't register. I just I don't comprehend it. I could rant about that for hours, and I'll say the same 3 minutes over and over again. You know, it's, what? You know you're going through a minefield, all right? If you have to go through a minefield, slowly walk, but not politicians, not Williamson County. They're going to run through it. All right, so yeah, uh, hopefully those in the future will watch my earlier videos and know the drill. In case you don't, I, I read what I said at Commissioner's Court and post it because I think I say these things in private, and at least I'm saying it to their face. I didn't get to my plan speech, but as any sane person knows, plans can change. Plans sometimes need to be changed, but not Williamson County politicians. I mean, there's no way they've planned to go on a trip and then couldn't go because, well, they need a plan. Something happened. But alright, so I'll read the speech. Last week I said if Wilco is spending $59,000 on ground surveys, let's instead buy a ground survey UAV. Let's say the latest models with all the bells and whistles cost $80,000. Going by the low end to survey 20 acres is $10,000. Yeah, it's no $10,000. That's like your bare minimum. And I don't know what you get in that survey, but they're usually more. Survey 160 acres and you break even. Any surveying done after that is taxpayer money saved. All right, so they're already spending far more than $80,000 a year on surveys. Get a drone. It does it so much faster. You know, so spend it on that. And they don't cost $80,000. I think the most expensive one I found is maybe 70, 72, and some change. So we'll say 73. All right, that's $7,000 less. So you're even saving more faster than if you survey 160 acres. But it gets in fractions, and everybody likes nice round numbers. You know, you can get two people to do it. Monitor the general area of the UAV, one to operate it, Hell, imagine if they buy 2 or 3 of those suckers. Not only are things done faster, but you're still saving money in the long run. You know, even at 3. So, or what 20? Yeah, 24. It's been a while since I've done math. You know, $240,000. Imagine that's what they spend a year. Uh, and that's just Williamson County property. You know, what about cities? Lend one out to them or something. Rent it out to the cities. You know, have a rent a program where I mean, it's really not like if I wanted to rent it. All right, it's not me operating it, unless I want to pay for a whole bunch of temporary insurance. No, I rent it. I buy whoever is authorized by the Williamson County to operate it. I pay for it, which is cheaper for me to survey whatever I want to survey and gets money into the county, but that requires using thinky brains to conceive. And God forbid a current elected official in Williamson County use that. Uh, so yeah, you buy one a few years old, have some bugs and issues worked out, and save even more money, and you even save some hassle. You know, and then they can take pictures of what politicians are authorizing to destroy against citizen will. For no less than the past 3 months, I've offered ways to bring money into the county several times, and help make a loss of crops a thing of the past in a way that has already been proven to work. I was brushed off. Let's get the hick out of my mouth a little bit, huh? I was brushed off and told by county workers Wilco is ignoring me. Yet a music video is approved to be filmed. I'm sure that's going to bring a few bucks. Question is, why is a music video entertainment approved, but I'm laughed at when I want to improve citizens' lives by bringing money into the county that will exceed whatever the music video has or will. I'm not against the music video, all right. I don't know if that was ever a perception somebody got, but I'm not against the video, all right. Apparently, I have a furry friend. Huh? Furry friend wants to help. Uh, this action warrants an explanation. What makes it worse is if I disclose the ideas the way the county wants me to, elected officials will most likely claim it as their own. Look what the county already claims as their own. The planning of roads and housing from almost a decade ago. Not by current politicians as they claim, but TxDOT. Wilco repeatedly claims all this development is their hard work and planning when none were in office when it was planned. It's reasonable to expect they'll steal from us. You know, because I know what they want. All right, they want every detail possible completely disclosed. All right, if I had a patent, maybe, but patents really don't work against the government anyway. Uh, you know, so they want every detail. You know, this dimensions, this material, uh, this is how it'll be used, this is who will use it, this is who is using it will be paid to operate it. You know, they want all that detail, and they'll go look at the recordings. They'll uh, maybe write it down. You know, uh, it's a reasonable expect they'll steal from us. I know money I receive from the VA comes from taxpayers. To show my appreciation, I'm attempting to give back to the best of my capabilities and not waste that money. All right, I'm producing nothing. All right, I'm contributing currently nothing, at least by result. All right, I might as well just only sit on my fat ass and play video games. You know, just all right. But oh wait, I can't even afford to do that because the video games uses electricity, and electricity costs money, and electricity is costing more money because the more people putting a strain on the grid. Huh. But yeah, I should at least contribute something the best of my abilities. You know, I can only lead a horse to water and manage what I say and do. So proud of your nonprofits. Then what's wrong with adding prosthetics to that list? I know they're not cheap and kids grow like weeds. Uh, I hate autocorrect. It's a king ransom to buy several throughout childhood. Because let's say their arm is 6 inch. If they're missing an arm or a leg. Just example, it's 6 inches. Well, in a couple months, it's going to be 6.5 inches, and then before you know it, 8. Yeah, in circumference. I don't know all the details and how much leeway sizing a prosthetic has. All right, but I'm pretty sure if what's left of the limb is too big for the prosthetic, uh, it'll physically hurt. Then you got, well, this is not proportional to my body, and then it's reinforcing the mental trauma. Not only can they be free to residents and make a nonprofit look good, but help kids mentally throughout a traumatic time. Okay, let's say a company helps us start the 3D printing stuff and gives us the knowledge about all that. I'm not saying the company does it for free. The company will get their money. All right, every dime those prosthetic limbs cost. All right, the company will not be out a single red cent. The county will pay it out of taxpayers' money. All right, and I think they're laughing because they're like, well, how many people, you know, uh, need a prosthetic? I see a lot of them. All right, and I feel like a shitbag because, as far as results, I can do nothing for them. All right, this, you know, 3D prosthetic deal is not my idea. All right, I never claimed as it was. I was watching YouTube, an ad came on, I saw it, and then it's somebody else that they can print prosthetics in their home. You know, given certain information. Let alone the professionals in the industry, in prosthetic industry, that are now really starting to do 3D printing. Uh, with 3D printing, you can make them function and look however the kid wants within reason. I only know from a boy perspective. All right, I don't know about girl. Okay, so I'm not leaving girls out, women out. I just don't have their perspective. You know, if they want the same type of thing that a boy would typically want, that's fine. All right, but I'm just saying, from at least a boy. Like I'm missing my arm. Oh, give me a RoboCop arm. Get me a Hellboy rock arm. That'll look neat. You know, uh, and then with the reason part, if they want something that's, oh, it looks like a giant snake, and I don't think that'll function. So long as it functions the way it needs to function. Certain elected officials like to claim they're so generous and so up to date with everything, and yet I'm laughed at for mentioning ways to be up to date and save taxpayer money and prevent bad from occurring. There's more people, more problems. All right, not just the taxes, and all the other stuff that goes up with it. It's the more accidents, more crime, all that other happy good stuff. I guess it's only fair. They laugh at me and I pity them. I talked to someone about this prosthetics deal. Uh, it was Mr. Rashid. He was in the Black Panther movie. All right. He has so much knowledge about the human body, it's ridiculous. I said I might have, and he said I might have to bring them, this court, a working model. I personally think elected officials wouldn't need visual aids. All right. I could have put his name out there, but regardless of his family heritage, Rashid, oh, Middle Eastern, and all that little fun stigma that goes along with that. And it's like, oh, you're just naming a famous person. You know, you're just picking a famous person at random. It's just a thought, but instead of the county lawyers picking on my speeches, apart for reasons unknown to me, they could maybe fact check these ideas, and that's where I got my time was up. Clearly, they're not doing their jobs to make sure politicians' actions are legal or not. So I didn't even get to my planned speech because plans changed. Hopefully, I can get to it next week. And you already know that because you're in the future, and I'm Dust. Alright, thanks for watching.